think that's the biggest obstacle a lot of people have is instilling discipline. So where does yours come from?
My kids, I have to provide for them, and if they don't have me, what they gonna do in their life, and unfortunately is that way, and the kids is full time with me. The only work the mom doing is picking up my son Tuesday and Friday school. Besides this, she pick it up and drop it off in the gym because I'm in the gym teach all day, and if I don't do it, who gonna do it? Who gonna provide for my kids? And it's not their fault. The mother they have, and also make sure I can do everything is possible for I provide for them.
I mean, because you destroy people in the ring, and do you find it sometimes hard to get an opponent? The opponents are dodging you in this business?
A lot of in this year and a half, I have like 3 or 4 opportunities to back to UFC.
So, Sheymon, you're out of Brazil, born in Brazil. When did you get started fighting? How early did it start? What was your first? Let's talk about your progression that brought you to where you are today.
Yeah, I started training with 6 years old when my old brother used to train in karate and capoeira, and my mom take us, and my brother was training, and I'm always watching, and I'm always trying. I wanna train, and after I'm 6 for a little bit, and my mom, my dad put me into train, and I got in love, and start compete right away on karate, judo, and I was really good in judo. And they start compete. I won a lot of regional tournaments in Brazil, and then go to the nationals. And let's see, in Brazil we fight all the time on streets. We have to all times you have to be ready to protect yourself. So in the school, in the streets, when we play, we have to make sure we defend ourselves. So yeah, I started really young, and with karate, judo, capoeira.
Yeah, so give us a little bit of a rundown of like what the day in the life of a professional MMA fighter looks like. What time do you wake up? How's training look? What's the meal prep look like? Run it through, cause like
now my life is kind of crazy because I'm divorcing, and the 2 kids, I moved out of the house, the 2 kids now with me. My mom come to help me for this fight camp, so it's kind of crazy, but it's amazing. I love my responsibility to be a father, to take care of my kids, take to the doctor, take to the school. In the end of the day, I'm tired, but I love it,
And welcome to the Apex Lifestyles Podcast. I'm your host, Bob G. DMD, and I'm here as always with my co-host,
Dennis V. How you doing today, Bob?
I'm doing fantastic, man. We have a really interesting and cool guest. I'm excited to talk to him today and hear all about what his upcoming struggles are, and hopefully some good wins coming out of his column there, right? So, Dennis, I'm going to hand it over to you, and you're going to introduce our guest today.
Listen, this is my friend. We connected a few years back. Sheymon Moraes, who is an absolute warrior and a powerhouse. He has competed in the UFC, the Professional Fighters League. He is getting ready after a layoff of a couple of years. He has a huge fight on the 30th in the Ultimate Fighting League. He fights for Team Phoenix. Sheymon Moraes, welcome to Apex Lifestyles. How you doing, man?
Welcome, man. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you.
Thank you for having me here. I'm happy to be here. I'm doing great. I'm ready to go. I'm hungry and excited to back to fight, back to action.
So, Sheymon, you're out of Brazil, born in Brazil. When did you get started fighting? How early did it start? And what was your first? Let's talk about your progression that brought you to where you are today.
Yeah, I started training with 6 years old when my old brother used to train in karate and capoeira, and my mom take us, and my brother was training, and I'm always watching, and I'm always trying. I wanna train, and after I'm 6 for a little bit, and my dad put me into train, and I got in love, and start compete right away on karate, judo. And I was really good in judo, and they start to compete. I won a lot of regionals tournaments in Brazil, and then both the nationals and the. But in Brazil, we fight all the time on streets. We have to all time is you have to be ready to protect yourself. So in the school, in the streets, when we play, we have to make sure we defend ourselves. So, but yeah, I'm starting really young and with karate, judo, capoeira,
Yeah. So
and
let me interrupt you. Talk about
yeah,
capoeira a little bit.
yeah, capoeira. People think it's just a dance, but no, it's really dangerous. I have like competition. Capoeira competition is like he's more scared of the MMA. The
Yeah.
guy is brutal. He's like very very game. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
When you watch it, it looks like dancing, but it's
Yeah.
a lot of like acrobatics that go into it, right?
Yeah, acrobats, yeah, they have a lot of body control and a lot of explosion power and very danger.
Yeah, so from a guy from guys up in New England, right? Capoeira is not something that we normally run into, but I've heard about it and I've seen it. It's actually beautiful to watch, when it's done right.
Yeah, it is. It is. They do a lot of gymnastic movements and with kicks, taekwondo, karate, a lot of different things. It's very interesting.
So, Shaman, I've watched a lot of your fights, and I'm telling you, you're on video right now. Nice, calm demeanor, but you get in that ring, or I say octagon, and that switch, it just flips with you. At what age did you begin to get that drive and you said to yourself, I'm actually pretty good at this? And you started thinking about hitting professional.
Oh man, I was around 15, 16 years old and it starts training, back to training. Give a little break and back to training, kickboxing and Muay Thai, and with 2 months of training, I I professional put me to compete, and I beat a guy training like for a year. And then they start putting me serious, put me compete more, and in 1 year I did 16 fights and win all the fights, and I become a state champion, national champion, and beat everybody. And maybe you can go further, and they start get serious, and now let's do some conditioning, put your body more strong, gain more weight, because it's too skinny, and we see how it goes. And yeah, I like a lot fight, and I grow up with that and say, okay, I mean, I can be focused on that, In that time, everybody just want to play soccer and they want to do something different, And I really enjoy, and after did my first professional kickboxing fight and I win, and okay, yeah, maybe I can make money doing this, and I don't like to do that much, so yeah, that's the easy way for make it good in my life.
So, Shaman, you're 9 days away from a fight on the 30th. How do you prepare both mentally and physically for that fight coming? Because you're almost within fight week now. Talk about that
Yeah,
process.
now it's more like just keep maintain what you have, you're not gonna get better what you already is, you just maintain the training, uh take care for not get any injury and hold the weight. Because now is the more hard part is that time. Cut weight, you cannot win any weight and you have to hold the weight and get ready for drop the whole weight. And that's the kind of such sport, but you already know everything. You can do it. You did, and I'm ready to. I can't wait to get next Friday and hang there, and kill this guy and get my victory back to my family. eat good food, enjoying a little bit of my life. It's really easy. It's not like I do this for a long time, so it's just it's just an normal day of the job. You just have to keep it moving, take care for not getting injury, because now your body not that strong used to be. You have to be careful for no sleep and hurt yourself, injure yourself. Sometimes happen in 5 weeks, so you just have to be careful. And the mental, I already know, I'm ready. And if the fight is tomorrow, I'm ready to go there and kill them guys.
So you tell us a little bit about the preparation for the fight, as far as game plan goes. So I can imagine that you and your coaches have put together a game plan, and like how does that start from the time you start training and you know your opponent up until the day before? Like how do you guys put that game plan together?
I never stopped to train, and this whole year I was waiting year and a half. I'm waiting for the fight. I never stopped training. I keep training, and when they give me the fight, I just flip on the coin, and turn on the knee and train more hard. And I see my opponent's couple fights and show to the coach, and I just told my coach, hey, now your job to read what I have to do, make the game plan. I'm gonna be your video game. You're gonna play video game with me. But I will say for him do it, I'm gonna go there and do it. I trust you, and whatever you guys say to do it, I'm gonna do it. So just train what you think the way we're gonna win, and I'm ready to go. And what is that? It's easy. After you have a lot of fights, a lot of experience, it's easy to deal, and you have a good coach, they read far easy, and so they make a good game plan. And I never disrespect the coach, say, oh, I don't like that, I don't like this. No, you're the master. You ask me for do that, I'm gonna do it. So you're responsible to put me in the
Yeah.
best, no shape, but in the best moments. They are for I win the fight.
So you can win, right? Puts you in a position where you can win, and if you execute properly, things should
Yes.
go your way, right?
Exactly.
That's the idea of the coach. Yeah. So give us a little bit of a rundown of like what the day in the life of a professional MMA fighter looks like. What time do you wake up? How's training look? What's the meal prep
now
look
my
like?
life,
Run it through, because like
now my life's kind of crazy because I divorced, and the two kids, I moved out of the house. The two kids now with me. My mom come to help me for this fight camp, so it's kind of crazy, but it's amazing. I love my responsibility to be a father, to take care of my kids, take to the doctor, take to the school. And then the day I'm tired, but see, I love it. I wake up every day around 6:30 a.m. Play with my daughter till 7:30, and then I wake up my son, give him a breakfast. I eat some breakfast, take him to the school, drive back home, eat some good breakfast, go to training around 10 to 1:30, come home, eat, and drive back, pick up my son, come home, give him some food, take him to wrestling. When he train wrestling, I'm trying to do conditioning or hit pads. Then bring him home, back to the gym, teach some class, and then I'm done. Sometimes I finish PT and do private over there around 8:30 p.m., sometimes a little bit early. But yeah, normally my days just look like that every day.
that's a bunch of long days stacked over and over again. How long the day, like when you're starting to train for a fight and you know your opponent, what's the progression like? How long of that do you know that you have your opponent is?
I received my clients when they invite me to fight on that organization. They say, "Oh, this guy was like 4 or 5 weeks ago. Just okay, whatever you guys put in front of me, I'm gonna kill. I need this victory. I'm excited to come back. Whatever gonna be, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
there
so
and kill him." But then I showed to my coach,
So like six.
and then they give the game plan. But we start to follow the game plan like now for 3 weeks. 3 weeks get more intense because
Yeah. That's unbelievable. And the mental, fortitude and the mindset has got to be strong. Especially going through divorce and taking over the responsibilities of dad. I mean, I can definitely relate in that way. It's a lot of work, right? And then trying to juggle a professional fighter in there. And it sounds like you're doing some teaching too,
I
right?
do some private and some class the Capoeira coaching. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah. So you're a busy guy.
Yeah, it's busy, but I love and all the responsibilities I have with my kids make me like more proud of myself for what I do. Before I'm trained and go home and just take a nap, relax, and now I'm more activated. I'm more. I have to go. Have time for that. I have just 5 minutes. Okay, I have that time. So making me more appreciation for the time for what I do. And yeah, I mean, man, nobody can stop me anymore. And the mistake I make before in the past is already past. I'm more mature now. I'm more wary, and yeah, I already know what's gonna happen on there. And it's just gonna be a normal day for me. It's gonna be a big victory, I know, and it's already planned. It's already read that, and I just go there and follow the plan and back from home and do everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, that's a lot, man. And I can imagine motivation is one thing, but discipline is where it's at. So how does someone like yourself stay disciplined? What do you do to get yourself through it when you don't want to do it? I think that's the biggest obstacle a lot of people have is instilling discipline. So where does yours come from?
My kids, I have to provide for them, and if they don't have me, what they gonna do in their life, and unfortunately, is that way, and the kids is full time with me. And the only work the mom doing is picking up my son Tuesday and Friday school. Beside this, she pick it up and drop off in the gym because I'm in the gym teach all day, and if I'm not do it, who gonna do it? Who gonna provide for my kids? And it's not their fault. The father, all that they have also make sure I can do everything is possible for I provide for them. Give them a good life. This is my
Yeah.
this is
Amazing,
my
man.
motivation because sometimes I wake up my
Nice.
son in the morning school. I know what about this school, father, blah blah blah. And you have to go to the school. Come on, stop! You have to go to school. And then I drive him back home. And man, I'm tired for training, But I make my son to go to the school, so I have to go to work, So I go and after the training, yeah, man. I glad they come. I glad they did that. Yeah, make you more appreciation for all the little details. And sometimes life just gets tough for you for see how tough you are and for make you better, for show you can do more than what you think. Yeah.
Sheymon, I love that. So you've UFC, Professional Fighting League, Ultimate Fighting League. You've had a couple of year layoff. Is some of that opponents dodging you? I mean, because you destroy people in the ring, and did you find it sometimes hard to get an opponent? The opponents are dodging you in this business.
A lot of in this year and a half. I had like 3 or 4 opportunities to back to UFC. I'm the short notice list, but when the guy is already strong on UFC, know my name, is fight against me. I always pull up and choice another opponent. So I'm always ready to travel. And shame on they pick another guy. I'm sorry, they pick another guy. And 4 or 5 times, maybe because I have a little bit experience, and maybe because my style is different. I don't know, but I never pick my fights, and I'm no fair nobody. I can fight anybody in my division. I'm gonna beat anybody in my division. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating, because I'm in the position. I have to accept what I have, and what they're afraid to fight me. I don't know why. I'm old. And but yeah, gonna be excited. This guy think he can beat me, and think the 2 years I'm without fighting hurt my career, and he can beat me. He make a big mistake to accept the fight against me. So Friday, I just gonna provide that
I,
and prove that, and boom, right back to the business.
Sheymon, you know what? I love your mindset in the level of confidence that you have in yourself, and you always deliver. So when next Friday you get that victory, you're standing there. Are there a couple fighters in your weight class that you're going to call out? Are there a couple fighters you want it? Let's set up the fight right now. Who do you want in the
If I
UFC?
back to UFC, would want to fight Max Holloway. He's a legend, and my division, I think he's the best guy of all the time. I have a Brian Ortega too. I have a good jiu-jitsu. I think I can beat him, and he have a big name. The champion, I love the champion style. They have it aggressive striking, good body shots, but I think that fights match pretty well for me. And I have a lot of talents in my division. 145 featherweight division is a tough division right now in UFC. Even Volkanovski is like crazy. I don't know how he lost for the champion, but yeah, man, have a great fight over there. I'm gonna be blessed to back there and do my thing. I know when I back to UFC 5, 6 fights, I'm gonna be back and they win all the 5, 6 fights, and they're gonna be fighting for the belts. I see this. I have this vision, and because this I'm not stop fighting yet, and I was broke. I was with zero money. I have to drive Uber, Lyft, and teach and do everything, and now I have an opportunity to fight, and after this victory, for sure, I'm gonna back to UFC, and gonna be another history, gonna really different that time, and they carry out the business. I forget to take care of that time, and boom, I know I'm gonna become a champion. I have this feeling, this vision, yeah, is on me. I will be champion.
Sheymon. So there's those young Sheymon Moraes out there in Brazil and all throughout the world that aspire to be you. What advice do you give to them?
Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Every moment in life, enjoy. No plan too much the future, live day by day. When you're young, you learn everything fast, easy, So learn everything you can, and also enjoy life, because when I was young, I was so focused in be great. And sometimes I forget to enjoy my friends, the family, and go too crazy and be like, just, oh, I want to be the best. Yeah, you can be the best and you can enjoy life. This is sports. You have to, you have to enjoy life stage by stage, step by step. This is very important. And now I'm more experienced. I enjoy more life, and the work become easy to do.
It run across my mind because Bob and I talk a lot about music. What music do you listen to that gets you motivated when you're working out? Do you have a couple songs or a couple artists that you
Yeah,
listen
every
to?
time the people put in music in the gym, oh man, this fits perfect to my life right now. Sometimes it's country music. Oh my god, what they say is really cool. I'm I'm no big any music style. No, I like to hear everything. And in the moments of my life, sometimes I listen something and touch my heart touch. And man, this is my part of my time right now, and boom, the music I'm gonna walk to this fight now gonna is from Bruno Mali. It is from Bruno
Oh
Mali.
yeah.
Man, first time I hear this music was like 2 months ago. And oh my God. And this music is old and man, this music is like, it's my life right now, you know? And yeah, and they make me train more harder, more to believe in the hell, man. Yeah, that's music for me now. Gonna be my next folk song.
Hey, so Sheymon, tell me about, or tell the listener about one of your most memorable fights. Like which one stands in your mind the
Oh
most?
man,
And what made it special? Like why was that the one
my
that
last
stands
fight
out?
against Marlon Moraes because uh we fight 9 years ago was for the world title, you know, for World Series of Fighting, and I was 135 pounds, and I was undefeated. And when I fight him, I'm almost died for make weight, but I make the weight. The fight was pretty even, and I was starting to get advantage. And in the third round, we both got knocked down, fall one for side, and him jumping my back. But I have a great back defense, you know, and I start shaking him off, and coming out in the end, and he choked me out. And man, I lost the world title. And I seen the video, he grabbed the cage with his feet, and because this I cannot take him out of my back. And then I never, okay, I lost, and they're gonna evolve. But one time his dad, when he signed to UFC, his dad say, "Oh, the hard fight of Marlon Moraes' career was against Sheymon. He's cheating. He grabbed the cage, but the ref no call. The ref no see, so
Mhm.
he still win. He's still victor. I'm alright. One day I'm gonna fight him with him dance, and they're gonna knock me out. I'm not gonna cheat. I could just go there and kill him." And then he go to PFL, sign with PFL, and he's supposed to fight another guy, and the PFL called me with 8 days short notice for fight him. I was sleeping in the car, driving Uber in California. I'm alright. I'm ready. I'm ready to go and come to the gym. Did one sparring, cut weight, fly to New York. I know, I have my cardio, my power, but I will wait for the right moment and knock him out in the third round. Because I know when they touch him, they're gonna fall and they're gonna kill him. And this was a big release, because I know I lost for him because he cheated, but that time kill him and make him cry and making him fall and was the best moment of my life. I released like 1,000 pounds off my back and on my shoulders, so it was great. And now I'm back to the old Sheymon, the killer, the everything back alive inside me. So yeah, that was the
Redemption.
redemption, but yeah, the fire back to inside more. Now I'm more ferocious. Now I'm more hungry, and yeah, I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great story, man. So you alluded to it a little bit. You had a setback with him. How do you handle setbacks, as a professional fighter? I mean, we all have setbacks, but I can imagine that as a professional fighter, it can kind of mess with your head a little bit too. So how do you handle that
Yeah, man.
and move forward and still
Yeah,
have success?
it's a family support, friends, and my mom, my dad, they help me a lot. My brothers support me. I talk to them every day, and my mom's now here help me with the kids, and yeah, if you have a good family, good base, you can move on or anything, and everybody needs the other person, so just be appreciation for the people having your side, and you can do great things, you can solve things, and be open for for the future and try to be hold everything inside you, and just release, let it go, and that's life.
Yeah, some good advice there, right, Dennis? Yeah.
Absolutely. I know what we're doing next Friday, August 30th.
Of course.
I know what we're watching. We're going to watch
course, man.
Sheymon take this guy to the cleaners and just 2 years, come back in the ring and get back to doing what you do best.
Hungry. You must be hungry for a win, man.
Yeah, the victory gonna come, and no matter what, I'm gonna kill this guy. No matter if it's a submission,
It's gonna
no
be
matter
great.
if it's knockout or unanimous decision, split decision, I know I'm gonna dance, smash him, and I'm gonna win.
Oh man, we're right in there with you, man. We're gonna be cheering you on the
Thank
whole way.
you.
Bob, great interview.
Fantastic. One of the
Thank you.
best, man. One of the best. Thank you so
Thank
much
you guys.
for coming in.
Appreciate you guys. Thank
You know,
you for having me here. You know, I'm happy to speak with you guys, and let's go. Victor coming, baby.
Yeah. So how can everyone who's watching, how can they follow you? How can they give them a call out for your social and why don't you call out the fight? Where's it gonna be
Yeah.
playing? You know,
The
where
fight's
can they
gonna
watch
be
it?
here in Arizona, in the White House Casino in Chandler. I think gonna be live on UFC Fight Pass. I'm not sure, but for sure I'm gonna put someone to go live on my Instagram. My Instagram is Sheymon Moraes. Make sure you guys follow there, give me support, you know, and I will post everything, fight week over there, you know. Yeah, the victory gonna come, baby. That's your money, you're gonna make good money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. We're right there with you. Hey, you know what, Sheymon? Thanks so much for coming, man. It's been a real pleasure. Maybe we'll have you back another time if you'd have it. Let us.
Yes, for
that'd
sure.
be fantastic. Yeah. So, Dennis, why don't you do the honors, man?
Sheymon, first of all, you have the determination, the will to win, a lot of confidence, resilient, hanging in there for 2 years, not having a fight. I think next Friday, people are going to see the real Sheymon Moraes come back, and you're going to really show people
Yes.
who you are. And as always, Bob, it's go time.